Well, I'm joined here at BBC Radio Sheffield now by Dan Marcus. He's from Sheffield and is a campaigner with the left-wing grassroots organisation, the People's Assembly. Good afternoon to you, then.
Good afternoon, Harry.
So, Dan, why should Sheffield take refugees?
Well, it's not really a matter of whether we should or not. I think, would you take refugees? If your next-door neighbour, say, was in trouble, if they've been raped or if their children have been displaced, this isn't really a matter for us to... It's not a why wouldn't you? They're people like us. I've got much more in common with the Syrian refugees, say, than I have with David Cameron or Nick Clegg.
What do you make of that tit-for-tat argument between the two of them?
It's squabbling. Between the Labour Party locally at the council and between the Liberal Democrat leader Nick Clegg. They're acting like children. There was money allocated for when we were going to go to war with Syria, but the vote went away from the government, and the establishment couldn't go to war with Syria. But that money's not disappeared. That money still was there, and it was there to bomb the Syrian people, but it's not there to help them or to help local councils.
Well, let me play you some of the audio from this morning's phone-in.
There's too many foreign people in Sheffield already. People who've come to this country have come from war-zone places like Afghanistan, etc. They've all come here. Our hospitals, schools, doctors, housing, we can't take no more. People can't speak English in schools. How can teachers manage? We're paying that much money for kids to learn English.
As it is at the moment, you're playing right into Nigel Farage's hands. So if they're more open and they tell us these things, and instead of just saying, take these refugees, they come up with a solution what to do with them while they're here, that's going to be a good thing, surely.
So what do you say to those arguments, then?
Well, it's very difficult. We are playing right into Nigel Farage's hands, not just the politicians in the three main parties, but everybody out on the streets. We need jobs, of course, we need houses, and we need more money going back into schools. There's been huge cuts to education. No wonder people are worried about that sort of thing. There's been cuts to healthcare, privatisation. I echo these fears, but let's be honest. We're not a highly populous country. We don't have a massive population density. The issue here is that people are struggling and they're looking for somebody to blame, and they shouldn't be blaming people like themselves who are struggling, coming from other countries. They should be blaming the people at the top that are pushing these situations on people abroad and here at home.
Dan Marcus, who's a campaigner with the left-wing grassroots organisation, the People's Assembly. Thank you.
Travel.